Hi, I'm Professor Richard Wiseman and welcome to Quirkology Mind Games. You are about to discover some mind-blowing illusions, bets you always win, and some incredible science stunts. So welcome as you journey into a world where nothing is ever quite as it seems. It's time to turn you into a zombie with the help of this weird hypno disc. Place the disc on the table, spin it and stare at the spinning disc for 30 seconds. In fact, we can try it now. Stare at the center of the screen. This illusion was discovered over 2,000 years ago by the great Greek philosopher Aristotle. Keep staring at the screen. This particular version was created by magician Jerry Andrus. Keep staring at the screen. And now look at the back of your hand. Your skin will appear to crawl like a zombie. And now if you turn the disc over, stare at this spinning pattern for 30 seconds and then look at your friend, they will appear to have a massive head. Terrifying! It's time for some mind reading with this rather unusual picture. Think of any number between 5 and 15. Now place your finger here and in a moment I'm going to ask you to count out your number moving into and around the circle. So if you'd chosen the number 7, you'd count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and end up on the chicken. Okay? Go. Keep your finger where it is, and in a moment I'm going to ask you to count out your number a second time, but this time moving anti-clockwise around the circle. Okay? Go! Look at the animal you've landed on, and now turn over the card. It's riveting. Riveting! Frog! It's a joke. Anyway, it will work every time and you can convince your friends that you can read their mind. This illusion requires the mind reader board, the bird and the 4 vanishing elephant cards. Arrange the 4 pieces so that they fit in the frame on the mind reader board and show everyone you have an elephant in a box. Next, gather the 4 pieces together and ask your friend to pick up the magic bird and wave it over the pieces. And now, when you reassemble the cards, they'll still fit into the frame on the board, but the elephant has disappeared. Amazing! So how does it work? The pieces are cleverly designed so they have an elephant on one side, but when they're turned over and reassembled, they still fit into the frame on the board, but now have a big hole right in the middle. But how do you secretly turn the pieces over? Well, when you ask your friend to pick up the bird, you cleverly point with the pieces and turn them over. Let's see that in slow motion. Very sneaky. And that's the amazing vanishing elephant. This illusion involves 2 boomerangs. Place the 2 boomerangs on top of one another and show your friends they're the same size. Now pick up the top boomerang and say the magic word, stretch. When you place it below the other boomerang, it will look much larger. Next, pick it up again and say the magic word, shrink. And this time, place it above the other boomerang and it will look much smaller. Finally, pick it up and say the magic word, stretch, one last time and place it on the other boomerang. Now the 2 of them are back to being the same size. Amazing! This illusion requires the pencil cards, a pencil and a piece of paper. Assemble the cards like this and have your friends count the number of pencils. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of them. Now write the number 15 on the piece of paper. Next, say that you're going to place the pencil in your pocket and make it magically jump from your pocket to the cards. Place the pencil in your pocket, say a magic word, reassemble the cards and ask your friend to count them. There are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pencils. The pencil has jumped from your pocket to the cards. So how does it work? All you need to do is make certain the larger card is on the left when you first count the pencils. When the cards are arranged like this, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pencils. Then, when you rearrange the cards the second time, make certain the larger card is on the right. And now there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pencils. Amazing! It's time to test your friend's powers of observation. Ask them to touch the darker block. In fact, when you cover the space between the blocks, you can see they're exactly the same colour. Cover up this card like this and ask your friend to describe the prongs. They'll say there's 2 of them and they're square. Now move the cover over and ask again. Your friends will say there are 3 and they're round. It's all very confusing. Most people see a triangle here. In fact, it's all in your mind and caused by the circles with the wedges cut out. What do you see here? Some people see a woman's face and others see a saxophone player. These lines may look curved, but you can use the edge of another card to show they're actually straight. Amazing. These lines may look like they're sloping, but you can use the edge of another card to show they're actually parallel. Ask your friends which of these 2 orange lines bends the most. In fact, they're both straight. When you ask people to count the number of arrows here, they tend to see just these 4. However, there are actually 8 arrows because there is another 4 big arrows right here. Ask your friend to count the number of black dots on this card. In fact, the black dots are all in their mind, and so they'll be there for a very long time. There are 5 photographs of normal faces and these rather 2 special faces. These 2 look fine upside down but very weird the right way up. Lay the cards out on a table like this, making sure that the faces are upside down and that one of the weird faces is in this position. Now we're going to make your friends choose the weird face without realizing it. How? It's easy. Just ask them to think of a number between 1 and 6. If they say 1, count O-N-E. If they say 2, count T-W-O. 3, count 1, 2, 3. If they say number 4, count 1, 2, 3, 4. If they say 5, count F-I-V-E. And 6, count S-I-X. Turn all of the normal faces around and then show that they chose the weird face. It's amazing. And if you want to show them the trick again, just use the other weird face. Or you can just test your friend's power of perception by showing them the faces and seeing if they can spot anything rather odd. When you turn the cards the right way up, they won't believe what they missed. It's time for an amazing bet involving the bird and a matchstick. Place the bird on the table and challenge your friends to pick it up using just the matchstick. They'll fail every time. To win the bet, place the end of the matchstick under the bird's beak and you can lift the entire bird. The bird is a scientific wonder. Place it on the cone and you can tap it and even spin it around and it will always balance. And you can even balance it on the very tip of your finger. Amazing! strange looking picture can be used to fool your friends into thinking that you can make objects float in the air. Place the picture flat on the table, and when you take a photograph of it from just the right angle, it will make it look like you've made the box of cards levitate. The illusion looks even better when you place other objects in shot. But remember, it's just an illusion. And if your friends come round to see your magical powers, you can fool them by making a cup levitate. Just make a hole in the back of a plastic cup, place your thumb into the hole, and when you move your hands apart, the cup will appear to float. This is one of my favourite bets, and it involves the cylinder and block. Place the cylinder inside the block, and then challenge your friends to remove the cylinder without touching either the cylinder or the block. You have a few seconds to try and think of the solution. While you're thinking about it, here's a picture of our good friend, the Quirkology goat. To win the bet, simply blow across the top of the cylinder and it will fly out. Amazing! And here's another secret bet involving blowing. Hold 2 strips of newspaper like this and ask your friends what will happen when you blow down between the strips. They'll think the paper will move apart, but in fact the strips will come together. Incredible! Now it's time for another of my favourite bets. This time you'll need the plastic ring, a bottle and a small object like a sweet. Place the ring on the bottle and place the sweet on top of the ring. Tell your friends they can have the sweet if they can knock away the ring and make the sweet fall into the bottle. They'll fail every time. To win the bet, place your finger inside the ring and knock away the ring by quickly moving your finger to the side. The sweet will fall into the bottle. Amazing! And here's another secret bet using the cylinder and the ring. Challenge your friends to move the ring onto the cylinder, but they can only use one finger and the ring has to remain horizontal. To win the bet, place your finger inside the ring, swirl it around, move it over the cylinder and drop the ring. Incredible! It's time for some interactive magic. Take these 5 objects and line them up so that you have the ring, the cylinder, the spiral, the bird and the block. Place your finger on the ring. When I say move one, move to any object next to the one you're on. So your first move has to be to the cylinder, and then you can choose to move to either the spiral or back to the ring. Okay, it's time to start. Your finger should be here. Move one, move one, move one, move one, move one. Keep your finger where it is. I don't think you're pointing at the ring, so with your other hand, please remove it. And I don't think you're pointing at the block, so with your other hand, please remove that as well. Here we go again. Move one. Keep your finger where it is. I don't think you're pointing at the cylinder, so please remove that. Move one. I don't think you're pointing at the spiral, so please remove that. And so hopefully you're pointing at the bird. How on earth did I know? It's time to play with the amazing magic pointer. Spin the pointer anti-clockwise and bet your friends that you can spin the pointer and then, without touching it, make it stop and spin in the opposite direction. It sounds impossible. To win the bet, just spin the pointer clockwise. It'll spin, stop, and then reverse direction. And it'll work every time. Amazing! The pointer is very strange. If you tap on one of its ends, it'll start spinning. I hope you have fun playing with this scientific marvel. This bet involves a bottle and a pen cap. Place the cap into the bottle with the open end pointing towards the end of the bottle and ask your friends to blow the cap further into the bottle. Each time the cap will fly out. Challenge your friends to balance a coin on the edge of a note. When they give up, fold the note into a V shape, balance the coin on it and slowly pull the ends of the note. The coin will balance on the edge. Pour a drink and then balance 2 coins on the edge of the glass. Tell your friends that they have to lift up the glass but are only allowed to touch the coins. The secret is to quickly move the coins down to the side of the glass and then lift up the whole thing. Have you and a friend hold a pencil between your thumbs. Now challenge your friends to keep holding the pencil between their thumbs but to move the pencil under their hands like this. They'll fail every time. The secret is to lift your right thumb, place your left thumb under it and then slide the pencil under your hand. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 coins in this row and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins in this row. Your friends have to move just 1 coin and end up with 5 coins in each row. The secret is simple. We're halfway through now and the Quirkology goat is having a great time. This bet involves a paper clip and 5 cards. Place a queen into the middle of the cards. Then turn the cards over and ask your friend to place the clip on the queen. They'll place it on the front card and you'll win the bet. This involves a note and 2 paper clips. Zigzag the note and place the paper clips on it like this. Now tell your friends that you're going to flick the clips off of the note and when they land they'll be touching one another. You'll win the bet because the 2 clips will link together. Ask your friends which letter, other than E, completes this sequence. When they give up, write the letter F on the line and you win the bet. Counting my thumbs as fingers, how many fingers am I holding up? The correct answer is 10. So if this is 10 fingers, how many fingers are there on 10 hands? Most people will say 100. In fact, the correct answer is 50. Place 2 chairs side by side and tell your friend you're going to take off your shoes and hop over them. When your friends accept the bet, take off your shoes and hop over them.